Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be going over my Hero Arena teams. You're probably wondering, why are you going over the Hero Arena teams now when it's disappeared? Well, because now you have a month to prep for the next set. So I guess, there is passives that, may change some of the teams here and there, but these, I want to show you the teams that I used to complete. I'm pretty sure it was Master, so you had Challenger, Champion, Master. Master is what I completed. Gave me 10 coins a week, which is okay. It's definitely not the best, but it's okay. Take me 3 months to get an LR character. But I'm going to show you the teams I used. So I'll also be showing you the gear I use on them as well, and any key links that I do recommend using as well. So this is the first team here. Of course, this isn't super free to play. I'm not making videos like super free to play PvP arena teams, PvE arena teams. I'm going over the teams that I used. So the team I used was this team. This team mainly relies on damage reduction, Queen Dianzol, Barnes' ability to one-shot characters here and there, King Shield, and Escanor single target cards. So the key links, if there are any key links, they will immediately be equipped. So key links here are Queen Dian needs to have Red Tommy link. Escanor preferably, this is not, I would say this is a key link, but Green Merlin or any of these Merlins here are good because they give them 20%, pretty much 20% extra crit chance, which is kind of needed when you're versing very well out characters. King definitely wants, Sariel, no. Barn definitely wants Sariel Link. That's what I'm trying to say, because his ability to do the 2-turn combo thing, very useful, guarantees him crits, so might as well make use of it. King doesn't really need a link, I would say. Go for high attack. So, for example, my Ludo's currently got attack crit down on because my Margaret has hit the HP defense set. A 20k attack, nearly 21k attack is very good. Also, if you're going to go for artifact cards, just do CC. And that's what I do. But links on King can be up to you. If you have a very good melee set, you can equip this melee and get the extra 280 attack, which is what I would recommend doing if you have a good demon melee build who's 6'6". Moving on to Team 2. So Team 2 is the Goddess team. There are no key links here. Probably wondering why is there no key links, and that is mainly because of all the characters you would use as a link are up front. You could, if you really wanted to, use Green Sariel link on Liz. So that means when you apply a shield, or when you use a card with her, you'll then lower their crit chance, which is the only person you can actually use a Grace on, by the way, because everyone else has a Grace. So preferably on everyone else, you want to have a HP defense. Actually, I'll go Vigor at the end. But you just want probably HP defense for Margaret, and on with high attack for Mael, and HP defense for a Link for Red Tarmel as well, and same with Liz, HP defense Link as well. Moving on to Demon Team. So this is where the team comes very optional. I use Droll, probably wondering, oh, why do you use Droll? Droll has a lot of CC, a lot of HP, and his Relic is somewhat useful, which is decrease allies damage taken, 5% for each buff on the hero. He's a taunt card, which can also give himself 2 or 3 buffs, I'm pretty sure. His commandment gives him buffs, as well as for every buff he has on him, he increases the allies' attack by 3%, which is kind of good. So the key links here are Green Sariel on Chandler. You need to have Chandler's Relic here. If you don't have Chandler's Relic, it's not worth it. Also, Chandler has to be HP defense as well. And then P Melee, I've given him Red Tarmil Link. If you don't have P Melee, you can use AM Melee, but definitely Red Tarmil Link, and that is mainly because let's just say everyone on the team gets wiped, which has happened to me once. The first time I ever did it, my entire team got wiped because I didn't know how to play the team. And then Melee was just able to wipe it because Melee had Tommy Link, he healed so much, and he had, of course, the 20% damage reduction, also very useful as well. So this is where the team becomes a little bit optional. You don't need Droll. If you want to, you can switch out Droll for like any actual good demon. So you want to run Green Melascula for some reason. You can run Green Melascula. You can run Blue Zeldris if you wanted to as well, which I actually might for next time. Might run Blue Zel. But what I would say is that with Droll, it's kind of iffy, because if you use Droll's commandment, sometimes the enemies benefit more than you benefit from his commandment, because they get really high resistance, especially if you're versing the unknown team, and it becomes a very irritating fight. Where instead, I'm probably going to use Eldritch from now on, but Essarosa's commandment is very good against the unknown team and against the Goddess team, because every time they use a card after they have a buff up, they lose the buff, which is kind of helpful, especially when you're versing a Goddess team, and a unknown team, and they start losing the Nanashi buffs, which are the most irritating thing to go against. Now we're going to go over gear. So gear for this team here, of course my gear may not be on them, so I'll put them on them if it's a Queen Dian. definitely needs HP defense. She's going to be tanking the majority of the hits. She's a super good tank, and I highly recommend investing into a very good UR set, like even a perfect UR set. It's very useful for Diane. Escanor, of course, attack crit dam. If you don't have a fully pimped out attack crit dam set for Escanor, really start working on that. It's very useful. He's a very broken DPS. Even at 1/6, he can still wipe entire teams with his ultimate, which is very cool. Onto Barn. I've run Barn HP defense mainly for CC. As you can see here, I don't actually need CC, but I like running him for CC anyway. Also, because he's sort of a tank as well. His debuffs help a lot. He also increases his own attack with his passive, so he doesn't really need the attack increase. As well as I'd rather him be a little bit more tanky than a little bit weak. And King, I run attack crit dam, just so his shield can be as strong as humanly possible, just so it doesn't break as often. And mainly the reason you want to do that is for characters like Echidna or characters that have infect cards. You don't really want to be infected, so you want your shield to be as strong as humanly possible. So that means Diane's able to tank a lot more. The team does have a lot of damage reduction. You got damage reduction from King, you got damage reduction from Barn, you got damage reduction from Diane, and they all stack together, which is very good and can really help out, especially versus those really tanky teams. Pierce cards will still absolutely melt your shield, so Freya will still do a lot. Even with this team, Freya will still melt the shield and deal decent chunk of damage to Diane. But running HP defense, attack crit dam, HP defense, attack crit dam should get you decently high CC, especially if you've got good links, a good box CC, as well as, like I said, you just come here, you do CC, boom, that's done, get more. Onto this team. This team is where there's one character, which is Margaret, where either you can run attack crit dam or HP defense. One of my friends ran attack crit dam, and he was completely fine with it. I'd prefer to run HP defense just so she's able to tank better. She does a lot of damage anyway, because a lot of the enemies have buffs, which she gets more attack for from her grace, so HP defense is probably the way to go for Margaret. Mael, attack crit dam. He's your main DPS by a mile. You're going to have him like wiping entire teams. If you don't pull Mael card, you're probably, you might not lose. Red Tommy also does a lot of damage as well, which is kind of insane. But definitely attack crit dam on Mael is the way to go. Onto Red Tommy now. He is a very good DPS, but I run him with HP defense. He hasn't got the best set on. He does have really high HP, though. That's, of course, to boost people's HP that I have on as a link. But he's a decent DPS after he gets hit a while and his passive gets ramped up. But HP defense is definitely the way to go. He's not a DPS. You just want to tank there, sit there and tank hits because he heals so much back. Oh, my voice again. Liz, once again, HP defense. I have a perfect HP defense for Liz. I recommend HP defense on pretty much all Liz's. Only because, well, most Lizzes have a sort of either A, HP based, or B, meant to be support characters. For example, Bloody Ellie, which is the Light Elizabeth, she is HP based with 2 cards, being her AoE and her ultimate. So you want to have high HP, so that's the reason I run HP defense for her as well. Also, I forgot to mention in yesterday's video when I talked about the tier leagues, that we may also be getting new Demonic Beast as well. That may work with, this is just, of course, this is just my speculation, that may give us the Dark and Light relics. The reason I mention this is because Queen Diane's got a relic, and now more and more characters from that time are getting relics, but they've missed out the dark characters, the dark characters and the light characters, which makes me feel like we're going to get a new Demonic Beast just for Dark and Light characters, because they did not mention anywhere that, you know, that Nidhogg was the final one. We've got one more team. Demon team, here we go. So the Demon team is pretty standard. HP defense on Charlotte, you just want to tank. My gear is very mediocre, but as you can see, he has a lot of HP with Green Sorrow. My Green Sorrow, of course, has HP defense as well, and is 6/6. Of course, if you're, if you haven't got Green Sorrow level up, I highly recommend leveling him up, getting 6/6, having an HP defense and an attack crit dam set for Sariel. UR is very useful, especially when you want to use, I don't know, an attack crit dam character. You can put then Green Sariel or Red Sariel on, and then, of course, if you want to run HP defense, your HP defense for like a HP DPS. Onto the second character, which is Melee. Melee attack crit dam. Everyday attack crit dam. You want Melee, yes, you want Melee to tank, but attack crit dam Melee doesn't really need to tank because he does a lot of damage. He lifesteals a lot back. Even with the, I know you could say, oh, he gets the attack boost, doesn't need attack crit dam, but I prefer running this. Also, I don't have a UR set for HP defense for Melee yet, which I don't know why. I don't. Esterosa. You can either go attack crit dam or HP defense. I would recommend HP defense only because attack crit dam he is very squishy. He's probably the most squishiest character on the team, so HP defense definitely the way to go. Of course, if you're either going to run Zeldris or Droll, HP defense is the way to go. They're there for support. They're there mainly to provide support. Zeldris has a little bit of utility. He has Infect, he also has Ult Drain, as well as a weak point ultimate, as well as buffing, attack-related stats, and lowering attack-related stats, which is also kind of useful as well. Especially when you're versing people with high attacks like Philos, Sigurds, all those types of characters. You just want to be lowering their stats and increasing your own so you don't have to deal with them. So Zeldris is probably definitely the way to go. Also, it does say his passive is PvP, but this also counts as PvP, so it does work. What the happened to the passive? There we go. So it does work in PvP arena as well. But anyway, that's it. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed the video, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.